Hello and welcome to your practice. This practice is yoga for opening the heart. It's an important practice because a lot of times when we get upset, when we get depressed, when we get disappointed, when we get under stress, we can start to take on the posture of rounding the shoulders forward, and that is closing off the heart. So the simple fact of our body posture can affect our emotions. So this practice is going to focus on opening the heart, opening the chest, and to open that connection to the heart and the head. So I have a nice little reading for you today. It says, "Love only grows by sharing. You can only have more for yourself by giving it away to others." So we're going to focus today on opening that heart, opening the chest, and correcting that posture. Let's get started down on our backs. So knees are going to be bent and feet on the floor. Center yourself on the mat. Just going to start with some nice breath work. So inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, let the belly fall. So this having the knees bent, feet on the floor helps to let that low back relax. Helps to let all that connective tissue in the low back release. Start to feel the breath. So just observe your breath. Be the observer. How deep or shallow is the breath? Where's the breath moving in the body? Let go of whatever you were doing before you turned on the YouTube, before you got on your mat. Just set all of that aside. Whatever's going on in your life, your personal life, whatever's going on in the world. And just tune into the breath. We want to try to slow down the inhale, slow down the exhale. Lengthen the breath, widen the breath, deepen the breath. Let your eyes relax, let your jaw relax. Bring the awareness, bring the focus to your heart center. So there's an energy center there, a chakra. And the color of that chakra is a beautiful green color. So imagine a beautiful green light shining in the heart, in the chest. And as that green light is shining, the rays are moving all through the body, filling the body with love and happiness and joy and compassion. So this love, this joy, this happiness, this compassion is for ourselves, and it's also for others. So just a few breaths as we feel that breath in the chest, in the heart. Let the breath move a little lower and feel the belly rise with the inhale. Feel the belly fall with the exhale. So these long, complete breaths. A 3-part breath. We take that breath in through the nose. That's the first part. And then the chest expands, the heart expands. That's the second part. And then the belly rises and expands. That's the third part. And then when we exhale, we let the belly fall. We let the chest fall. We let the breath move back out through the nose. So focus on some slow 3-part breathing. Inhale, nose, chest, belly, exhale, belly, chest, nose. After your next exhale, we'll let go of the 3-part breath. We'll wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then we're going to hug the knees into the chest. As you hug the knees into the chest, then you're going to roll side to side. Shoulders and hips roll. You can let the back of the head roll, or the head can stay centered. See which way you like best. So just the body weight rolling on the mat is bringing some blood circulation, some energy into the body, into the back, and into the back of the heart. We'll bring the knees to center. Use your abdominals. Don't let the back arch. We're going to bring the feet down to the mat. They can come down one at a time. Recenter yourself. Get the hips and shoulders even on the mat. We're going to warm up the legs, hips, low back a little bit. So inhale. With your exhale, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. We'll hug the knee, lengthen the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders. A couple breaths here. As we breathe into the belly, we can feel the belly press into the right thigh when we inhale and relax away from the right thigh as we exhale. Stretch the right foot up to the ceiling. You can support the back of the leg with the hands if you like, or arms can be at your side. We're going to circle the right ankle in one direction. Nice and slow, let the toes move around a bit. So warming up the foot, the ankle, the lower leg on this right side. Take those circles in the opposite direction. It's not fast, it's slow, it's mindful. Then we'll point and flex the right foot so we get a nice stretch on the arch and the calf of the right leg. Let's keep the right foot flexed. Inhale. With your exhale, bring the right knee back into the chest. And just hug that knee. Keep that right foot flexed to work that right calf. We're going to keep our head down on the mat, but we're going to stretch the left leg out on the floor. So lengthen that left leg. All the way opening from that left hip down the left leg. Left toes up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down. We'll take some big breaths into the low belly. So as we take these big breaths and we have that right thigh pulled in, we're giving all the organs, abdominal organs, a nice massage. Showing our abdominal organs a little bit of love, a little bit of care. Let's rebend the left knee and bring the left foot to the floor. And then we're going to bring the right foot down to the floor. With both knees bent, feet on the floor, we'll rock the hips side to side. So just feeling that in through the low back, in through the hips, in through the waistline and the belly, the thighs. Let's bring the knees to center. Inhale. With your exhale, we'll bring the left knee into the chest. We'll hug the knee, lengthen the back of the neck. Take a couple breaths here. So we want to feel that the belly pressing into the left thigh. We'll stretch the left foot up to the ceiling. You can support the back of the leg if you like. And we're going to circle the left ankle in one direction nice and slow. Let your toes move around a bit. Take those circles in the opposite direction. Point and flex the left foot. Nice stretch in the left arch, left calf. Let's keep the left foot flexed. Inhale. With your exhale, bring the left knee into the chest. We'll hug the knee. Keep that left foot flexed to stretch that left calf. Keep the head down on the mat, and we're going to stretch the right leg out. Lengthen the right leg all the way from the right hip, down the right leg, through the bottom of the foot, right toes up towards the ceiling. Shoulders relax. Big breaths into the low belly. We're going to rebend the right knee, bring the right foot to the floor, and then we'll bring the left foot to the floor. So both knees are bent, both feet on the floor. We'll rock the hips side to side. Let's bring the knees to center. Inhale. With your exhale, bring both knees into the chest. Hug the knees. We're going to roll the whole back side to side now. So shoulders and hips roll. Back of the head can roll the same direction as the knees and shoulders, or it can stay centered. See what way you like best. So going as far over, as little over, as fast or as slow. So this little rolling side to side, we're using the weight of the body rolling on the mat to bring some blood flow, some massage, some energy to the back body. Bring the knees to center. We're going to stretch both feet up to the ceiling. Feet hip width apart, feet flexed. Take a couple breaths here. So keep that belly button pulling down towards the spine. Keep the waistline pressing down towards the floor. So the core is engaged. Legs are working. Thighs are working to keep the feet lifted, but the backs of the legs are getting a nice stretch. We're going to go into a yoga walk. One knee bends, opposite foot stretches up to the ceiling. Take it nice and slow, as if it's slow motion. So put those legs into slow motion. Give yourself a little imaginary resistance. When you push the foot up to the ceiling, you're going to press up through the heel as well as the ball of the foot. So we don't want just the toes reaching up towards the ceiling. When the heel presses up towards the ceiling, it gives a nice stretch to the backs of the legs. Good. Let's bring both knees back into the chest. We're going to use our abdominals. Don't let the back lift. Don't let the waistline lift. We're going to bring both feet down to the mat. They can come down one at a time if you like. Once the feet are on the mat, we're going to one at a time stretch the legs out. Let the front of the hips open, back of the knees open, arms at your side, palms up. Tuck the shoulders under a little bit to open the heart, open the chest. Just a couple breaths, letting the legs relax, letting the back relax. And then we're going to stretch both arms up overhead. Reach your right side a little longer, left side a little longer, right side a little longer, left side a little longer. Get the hips and the legs shifting on the mat. So we're stretching the whole side body from the feet all the way up through the fingertips. And just notice if one side feels a little different than the other side. Bring everything to center and then bring both arms down by your side. Rebend the knees, feet on the floor. Inhale with your exhale, bring both knees into the chest. Hands on the knees. We're going to keep the knees together. Circle both knees in the same direction. So a nice, slow, circular pressure point massage on the low back. And so this is also still working the hips, working the legs. We get a little bit of work in the upper back with the hands on the knees. The shoulders, upper back gets a little bit of work, a little bit of movement. Let's take those circles in the opposite direction. Nice and slow. Just observing what you feel as the knees and the hips and the low back are moving. We'll bring the knees to center. Use your abdominals. Don't let the back arch. We're going to bring the feet down to the mat. Good. And then we're going to roll over onto our side, either side. Come up into hands and knees table pose. So if you need a little more padding under the knees, you can grab a blanket or a towel. We'll be in our hands and knees table pose, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Index fingers are parallel with each other. We're going to go into our cat breath. Exhale, round the spine up, tuck the chin, pull your belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, tilt the hips, arch the back, let the belly stretch, the neck is long, heart slides forward, shoulder blades slide down towards the hips. You're going to go at your own pace here with your breath. Exhale when you round, and inhale when you arch and stretch the belly. Get that movement in between the shoulder blades. So when you round up, really round up between the shoulder blades and tuck the chin. When you arch, slide the heart forward and slide the shoulders back. So we want that movement in the upper back and in the chest to help to open the heart, to peel back the layers we've built around the heart, the protection that we've built. To let the chest muscles stretch and move. Let the upper back muscles stretch and move. Come to neutral, and we're going to shift back into child's pose. Big toes barely touching. Let the knees separate apart a bit. And then we're going to bring our forehead down to rest somewhere on stacked hands or down on the mat or on a yoga block if you want the head a little bit higher. Big breaths into the low back, into the rib cage, into the shoulders. Let the muscles of the back start to soften. Let the shoulder blades relax, shoulders relax. Big breaths into the low belly. From child's pose, we're going to go into downward dog. So stretch the hands as far forward as they'll go. Your elbows are up off the mat. Now come up into hands and knees. Bring the knees a little closer together if they were wide for your child's pose. Hands are forward from the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, index fingers parallel. Curl the toes under. Inhale. With your exhale, lift up and shift the weight of the body back. Tuck the chin. Head is right in between the arms. Spread the toes out on the mat. Spread the fingers out on the mat. Little bend in the knees and lift the tailbone. Lift the sits bones up towards the ceiling. Belly pulls in and up. Let's walk it out a little. One heel lowers, the other heel lowers. So feel that stretch in the calves, in the hamstrings. Keep the back of the neck long. So we're tucking the chin a little bit. We don't want to look forward. We want to look back at the toes or back at the knees. Just stretching out the legs, stretching out the spine. Good. And then we're going to come down to knees. Shift back into child's pose. A couple of breaths. Let the forehead rest. Wobble hips and shoulders a little side to side. Good. Coming up to center, we're going to lower all the way down onto our belly for a gentle cobra pose. So lowering down onto the belly. Arms are going to be down by your side. Palms are up. Firm up your legs. Firm up your bottom. Forehead on the mat. Keep the legs firm. Bottom firm. We're going to lift the arms up off the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now inhale, lift your head, your chest. Lift those arms up a little higher, reaching those fingers back. Big breaths into the low belly. The neck is long, so don't want to lift the chin too high, but keep squeezing shoulder blades together. If it feels okay, interlace the fingers back behind you and reach the knuckles down towards the heels. So now we're really squeezing shoulder blades together. We're really opening the heart and chest, working those upper back muscles. Keep breathing. If you've interlaced the fingers, unlace them. We're going to lower down, fold your arms, make a pillow for your head, rest your forehead on stacked hands. Curl the toes under, lift the heels, press the heels back behind you. Let the knees lift up off the mat. So a big stretch for the arches and the legs and the hips. Now relax the legs, relax the feet. We're going to bend the knees. So the ankles are relaxed, toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. We're just getting a nice big stretch in the thighs. And then we're going to take a little movement here. So bring both feet over to the right and then both feet over to the left. So a little rocking side to side on the hips and thighs. Little windshield wiper movement for the legs. So this helps to loosen up the low back, loosen up the hips and the thighs. Bring the feet to center. We're going to lower the feet down to the mat. Curl the toes under and then walk the feet just a little closer together. Relax the feet. We're going to go into a half locust pose. So we're going to keep the hands stacked up on top of each other. Forehead resting on the hands. Going to keep your right leg straight and lift the right leg up as high as it will lift. And then we're going to lengthen that right leg. So we lift the right leg, we keep it straight, point the toes, and then lengthen that right leg from the hip all the way down. Keep breathing.
Keep lifting, keep lengthening that right leg. Nice and slow, we're going to lower that right leg down. Take a breath, let everything relax. And we're going to do the other side. So the left leg is going to stay straight. You're going to lift it as high as feels comfortable. Point the left toes and lengthen that left leg from the hip all the way down through the toes. Big breaths. Keep lifting. Keep lengthening. Keep breathing. And then nice and slow, we're going to lower that left leg down. Curl the toes under. Push the heels away from you. Let the knees lift up off the mat. Big stretch in the legs. Then relax the legs. Relax the feet. One more time, we're going to bend the knees. Toes kind of pointing up towards the ceiling. This time we're going to open both feet out wide. So both feet move out towards the outside edges of the room. And then we're going to cross the ankles. So bring both feet in, crossing the ankles. Doesn't matter which ankle is in front because we're going to alternate. So inhale, you're going to open the feet wide. Exhale, cross the opposite ankle. Good. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, cross the opposite way. So just nice and slow with your breath, doing this little opposite windshield wiper here. You'll feel the knees probably opening out a little bit, widening on the mat. That's good. So feel this in the hips. Feel this in the low back. Feel this in the thighs. And just keep alternating. You open the feet wide and then you cross opposite ankle. Next time the feet are out wide, keep them out wide and just feel that stretch in the hips, in the low back, in the sacrum. Some big breaths into the low belly. So we want the belly to press into the mat when we inhale. Nice and slow, we're going to bring the feet down to the floor. Curl the toes under and walk the feet back in towards each other. Slide the hands under the shoulders. Lift yourself up into table pose, hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Index fingers parallel with each other. Fingers spread nice and wide apart. We're going to take 3 cat breaths. Exhale, round the spine up. Tuck the chin, pull your belly button up. Inhale, tilt the hips, arch the back, slide the heart forward, slide the shoulders back, lengthen the neck. Exhale, rounding up. As far up as you can round, pull that belly button up. Inhale, tilt the hips, let the belly stretch. Get some movement in that upper back shoulder blade area. Let's take one more. Exhale, rounding up. And inhale and arching. Good. Come to neutral. We're going to come up to standing through squat pose. So curl the toes under. Start to walk the hands back till you're balancing on toes and fingertips. Going to lift up into a standing forward fold. So we'll lift the hips up, heels come down. Widen the feet a little wider than the hips. Good. We're going to stay here in this forward fold. So keep a little bend in the knees. If your back needs support, just simply bend the knees a little more and bring elbows to the knees. That's going to support the low back. If your low back's feeling okay, let the arms hang. Couple breaths here. We're just trying to let the backs of the legs stretch out. The weight's a little bit forward in the ball of the foot. We don't want to lean back into the heels. Now let the neck go. Just maybe yes, yes, no, no. Turn the head a little bit to let the neck muscles relax. Belly pulls in and up. Big breaths. So forward folds are very calming, relaxing for the nervous system, cooling for the body. And right now where I am, the days have been hot and dry. So forward folds are cooling to the body, relaxing for the nervous system. Perfectly fine to have those elbows up on the knees to support the low back. Good. So now wherever you are, bring hands up to above the knees. They're on the thighs. Lift the chest into a halfway lift. Keep that nice bend in the knees. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Belly pulls in and up. So our core is nice and pulled in. Our spine nice and long. Curve in the low back. Legs are strong. With a long spine, we're going to hinge all the way up to standing. Good. Once you're up to standing, adjust the clothing a little bit.
We're going to separate the feet a little wider than the hips. Take a few side swings. So opposite heel is going to lift. You kind of come up to the toes on that one foot. Let the arms be floppy, shoulders relaxed, belly pulls in and up. So this is really good for lowering the blood pressure. Good. Loosening that upper back. So just let those shoulders swing. Let the arms be heavy. Good. And then let that slow down. Bring the feet back to hip width apart, knees pointing straight ahead, toes pointing straight ahead. Engage your thighs. So firm up the thighs, firm up the belly, pull the belly in and pull the belly up. So we're going to keep that nice integrity in the core, in the belly. We'll take a few sun breaths, arms at your side. We're going to inhale, hands come up. Exhale, hands come down. So keep your legs nice and firm, belly nice and firm. When we bring the arms up, the palms are up. When we bring the arms down, the palms are down. So we get a little rotation in the wrist, in the shoulders. Let's take one more of those. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Keep the arms down by your side. Let's take a few shoulder rolls. Bring the shoulders up and back and down. As far up as they'll go, as far back as they'll go, as far down as they'll go. Good. Shake out the arms. Bring fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. And we're going to bring the elbows forward. We're going to bring the elbows up. We're going to bring the elbows out to the side and then back and then down. Keep the legs strong, belly pulling in and up as you take some nice, slow circles with these elbows. Imagine there's a piece of chalk or a crayon on the elbows. And we're trying to make as big of circles as we can with the elbows. So working the shoulders, working the upper back, working the chest. Good. Next time your elbows are down by your side, we're going to reverse the circle. So now bring the elbows up, bring them forward, bring them down, out to the side, back, and up. So nice and slow. We just reversed the circles. We're still trying to draw those big circles. Notice if you feel a difference in one shoulder or the other. So I feel a little difference in my right shoulder when I start to bring the elbows up. It kind of catches a little, or I just notice it. Good. Let's bring the elbows way out to the side. Pull the elbows back. So we're opening heart, opening chest, belly pulls in and up. Inhale, exhale, bring the elbows forward. Inhale, open wide, pull them back. Exhale, bring them together. Maybe the elbows will even touch. Maybe they won't. It doesn't matter. We're just working this upper back, chest, shoulders. So exhale when the elbows come forward. Inhale when they open wide. Next time your elbows are wide, keep them wide. We're going to open the arms out. Palms are up. Let's bring the palms down, palms up. Palms down, palms up. Good. Next time the palms are down, lower the arms all the way down. Good. Shake it out a little bit. So we're going to go into a little flow. It's called a heart salutation. So we're going to stand nice and tall. Feet hip width apart, toes pointing straight ahead. We're going to bring the hands back behind us. So let me turn around so you can see. The hands will be back behind us like this. Weights even on both feet. So you're either going to keep the hands like this, or if possible, you're going to interlace the fingers and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the heart, open the chest. So we want the heart lifting, but the shoulder blades sliding down the back. So we don't want shoulders up by the ears. We want shoulders sliding down the back. Belly pulls in and up. Heart lifting. Legs are strong. Couple breaths here. Good. Inhale. With your exhale, we're going to hinge forward from the hips into a forward fold. Start to bend the knees and bring your head down. As you bring the head down, keep that bend in the knees and lift the arms up over the back. Tuck the chin a little bit. Let the back of the neck be long. A few nice breaths here.
If the hands don't go up too high, that's totally fine. Just let them lift as much as they can. They might want to stay way down by the back. That's perfectly fine. You're working exactly where you're supposed to be working. If you've interlaced the fingers, let's unlace them and bring the hands down. So hands can be on the shins or fingertips can be to the floor. Come into a halfway lift. So either hands on the shins, you can have yoga blocks, or fingertips to the floor. We're going to go into a little twist. So inhale and lift your right arm out to the right. Lift it up, turn and look to the right. Exhale, bring the right hand back down to the mat. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn, look to the left. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Now, grab opposite elbows and you're going to frame the head. So the head right in between the arms. The arms are making like a picture frame for us. Keep that nice bend in the knees and we're going to round up. Nice and slow. Keep that belly pulling in and up. So we're rounding all the way up. We're coming up to standing. We've still got those elbows, holding the elbows, hands framing the face. Now we're going to let go and bring the arms straight up, palms face each other, and exhale, relax the shoulders down. Lift the heart, shoulders slide down the back, belly pulls in and up. We're going to lower the right arm down, keep the left arm up. Inhale. With your exhale, we're going to lean to the right. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to lift the right arm up. Left arm comes down by the left leg. Inhale. With your exhale, we're going to lean to the left. Inhale, come back up, and we're going to bring that right arm down. So that was one heart salutation. We're going to take that 2 more times. So interlace the fingers back behind you, or just bring the hands back behind you to open the heart, open the chest. Legs strong, belly pulls in and up, heart lifts, but the shoulder blades slide down the back. Couple breaths here. We're going to go into that forward fold. So inhale, with your exhale, start to hinge forward from the hips. Bend the knees, and you're going to lower the head, and then bring the hands up, bring the arms up as high up as they will go from the back. With no goal in mind, just let those arms lift however high they want to lift. Keep that bend in the knees. Belly pulls in and up. Now we're going to, nice and slow, bring the hands down in front of you. We're in a forward fold. Lift into a halfway lift, either fingertips on the floor or hands on the shins. We're going to take that twist to each side. Keep the left hand down. Inhale, right arm lifts up to the right. We're going to turn to the right. Exhale, lower the right hand. Inhale, lift left arm out to the left. Look to the left, little twist. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Now bend the elbows and frame the head. Put a little bend in the knees, pull the belly in. We're going to round up nice and slow. Control it. Keep that belly pulling in and up. We'll come all the way up to standing, and the arms are framing the head. Legs strong, belly pulls in and up. We're going to lift the hands up, palms face. Relax the shoulders down. Bring the right arm down by your side. Keep the left arm up. Inhale. As you exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back to center. We'll bring the right arm up. Left arm comes down. Inhale. As you exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back up to center. We're going to bring that right arm down by our side. We're going to take that heart salutation one more time. Bring the hands back behind you. Either palms are facing each other. And we're lifting the heart, lifting the chest, or interlace the fingers. Belly pulls in and up. Legs are strong. Heart lifts. Shoulders slide down the back. Let the neck grow tall. The head grows tall up out from the shoulders. Going to go into a forward fold. So inhale first. Exhale. Hinge from the hips. Start to bend the knees. Lower the head. Let the arms, let the hands lift however high they want to lift. Breathe into the back of the legs. Belly pulls in and up. If the fingers are laced, unlace them. We're going to bring the arms down, fingertips to the floor or hands to shins. Lift yourself up into a halfway lift. We'll take that twist. We're going to inhale, lift the right arm out to the right, turning to the right, lift that right arm up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm lifts out to the left and up towards the ceiling. Turn to the left, little twist. Exhale, left hand comes down. We're going to bend the elbows and frame the head. Couple breaths here. Nice bend in the knees. Belly pulls in and up. We're going to round up. Nice and slow. One vertebra at a time. Come all the way up to standing. We're going to let go of the elbows. Bring the hands up. Palms face each other. And the shoulders relax down. Bring the right arm down by your right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to lean to the right. Good. Inhale. Come to center. We're going to bring the right arm up. Left arm comes down. Inhale. With your exhale, lean to the left. Inhale. Come back up to center. Right arm comes all the way down. Let's take a few shoulder rolls. Bring the shoulders up and back and down. Up and back and down. Good. Shake out arms. Shake out legs. So we're going to go into Warrior 2. From Warrior 2, we're going to go into Peaceful Warrior. So I wanted to put Peaceful Warrior in here so that we have a peaceful heart. When things are crazy, things are unbalanced, things are uncertain, it's like bringing that peace to the heart. So let's take a wide leg stance on our mat. We're going to turn right toes out to the right, shift that left heel back. We want to line up right heel with left arch. Hips and shoulders face the long edge of the mat. We're going to go into a Warrior 2. So bend the right knee over the heel. Shoulders stack over the hips. Right knee is going to open out towards the right pinky toe a little bit to help the hips open. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Pull the belly in and up. Turn and look over the right fingertips. So Warrior 2. Now, as the hands are reaching away from each other, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So engage that upper back. The hands still reaching away from each other, but the shoulder blades squeezing in together. Feel that in the upper back. Feel it in the heart, in the chest. Keep your belly pulling in and up. We're going to go into Peaceful Warrior from here. So bring the left hand down to the back of the left leg. Turn your right palm up. We're going to inhale and lift the right arm up. So this Peaceful Warrior lets the side heart shine. We're opening up the side body. Big breaths, strong legs, weight even on both feet. Good. And then we're going to inhale, come back into Warrior 2, arms at shoulder level. Drop the hands, straighten the right knee, parallel the feet. Going to take it to the other direction. So left toes turn out to the left. Right heel shifts back. You want to get a good foundation here. So line up that left heel with right arch. Hips and shoulders face the long edge of the mat. We'll bend the left knee over left heel. Stack those shoulders right over the hips. We don't want to lean to one side or the other. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Belly pulls in and up. Turn and look over the left fingertips. Now, as the fingers are reaching away from each other, engage the upper back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. That's going to expand the heart. Pull your belly in and up. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together, but fingers reaching away from each other. Good. And now we're going to lower down the arms, straighten the left leg, parallel the feet. We'll step the feet together. Feet parallel, toes pointing straight ahead. Let's take a sun breath. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands down. Let's bring both hands to the heart. So let the eyes close, the weight's even on both feet. Legs strong, thighs firm, belly pulls in and up, heart lifts. Good. We're going to drop the arms, shake it out. We're going to go into a little flow from Warrior 2 into a Peaceful Warrior. So let's take that wide leg stance again. Right toes turn out to the right, left heel shifts back. We line up right heel, left arch. Face that long edge of the mat. We don't want to turn to the right. Bend your right knee stacks over right heel, open the right knee towards the right pinky toe a bit.
Come into our warrior two. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Turn and look over right fingertips. Now we're going to bring the left hand down to the back of the left leg. Turn the right palm up. And for our little flow, we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up, and the right leg goes straight. So stretch that side body. Exhale, back into warrior two. Right knee bends, arms come to shoulder level. Peaceful warrior. Bring that left hand down, straighten the right leg, lift the right arm. Exhale, warrior two. Bend the right knee, arms at shoulder level. One more time. Left hand comes down, right palm turns up. Straighten the right leg, reach the right hand up. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, back into warrior two. Let's drop the arms, straighten the right knee, parallel the feet. Take it to the other way. We'll do that little warrior two, peaceful warrior flow. So line up left heel, right arch. Facing that long edge of the mat, we'll bend the left knee over heel. Shoulders stacked over hips. Inhale, arms to shoulder level. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Turn and look over left fingertips. We'll take our flow. Right hand comes to the back of the right leg. Left palm turns up. Inhale, lift left arm, straighten left leg. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, back into warrior two. Left knee bends, arms at shoulder level. Peaceful warrior. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up, left leg comes straight. Good. Exhale, bending left knee, arms at shoulder level, warrior two. Let's take peaceful warrior one more time. Right hand comes down, left palm comes up. Lift the left hand, straighten the left leg. And then exhale, back into warrior two. Left knee bends, arms at shoulder level. Now drop the shoulder, straighten the left leg. Parallel the feet. So we're going to go into a standing wide leg forward fold. So the feet are parallel, toes pointing straight ahead. Maybe the toes even come in slightly. Look at the feet. The outside edges of the feet should be parallel to the outside edges of the mat. So sometimes the toes have to move in a little bit, and the feet are even. We're going to hinge from the hips. Inhale. With your exhale, hinge from the hips, long spine, hinging forward. Bring the fingertips to the floor. So widen your feet as much as you need to, or bend the knees as much as you need to keep the spine long. We don't want to round the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together a little bit to open the heart, open the chest. That whole chest area gets a nice expansion. Neck is long, spine is long. Big stretch in the back of the legs. Big breaths, belly pulls in and up. So don't let the belly hang. Keep that integrity in the belly. And then we're going to heel toe the feet in till the feet are just a little wider than our hips. Put a nice bend in the knees. Bring hands up to above the knees. Lift the chest into a halfway lift. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Pull your belly button up. Nice curve in the low back. Keep the knees bent, strong legs, long spine. We're going to hinge all the way up to standing. Good. And then shake it out. Adjust the clothing a little bit. Let's separate the feet a little wider than the hips. A few of those little side swings. Let the opposite heel lift. Belly pulls in and up. Shoulders relax. Good. Let that slow down. We're going to come down to the mat. So come down to sitting. Knees bent. Feet on the mat. We're going to take a seated cat breath. So we're going to have hands on the knees, sit tall, spine nice and long, shoulders slide down the back, elbows are bent. Inhale. With your exhale, we're going to lean back. Arms go straight, tuck the chin, belly pulls in towards the spine. We're going to inhale, sit tall, long spine, long neck. Exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. So nice and slow with your breath, taking the seated cat. When you sit tall, open the heart, open the chest. Think about this yoga to open the heart, to soften the heart. Big breaths. Nice, slow, mindful movements. Next time you're sitting tall, stay tall. We're going to stretch out the legs, and we're going to come down onto our elbows. So legs on the mat, and we're going to flex the feet. So toes are up towards the ceiling. We're going to be propped up on our elbows. Walk the elbows in towards each other a little bit. This is a modified fish pose. So we're going to press the palms into the floor, press the elbows into the floor, and start to lift the heart, lift the chest. Squeeze shoulder blades together and press the sits bones down into the floor. So those hips pressing down, sits bones pressing down, elbows pressing down, chin lifts a little, squeeze shoulder blades together. Pull the belly in and up. Big breaths to work the chest, work the heart, work the lungs, open, reversing all the closed offness that we bring to the body. Nice and slow, start to lower the back down a little bit, widen the elbows, bend your knees. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. So center yourself on the mat. Get down onto your back, hug the knees into the chest, and we're going to roll side to side. Shoulders and hips roll side to side. Maybe let the back of the head roll side to side. So just ironing out that back body. Good. Bring everything to center. We're going to go into a spinal twist with the knees hugged in towards the chest. So arms at your side. Palms are up. Inhale. With your exhale, let both knees fall over to the right. Keep the left shoulder down on the mat. So let those knees fall all the way over so that that right thigh is resting on the floor. If it won't go that far, then get a pillow, get a cushion, get a yoga block, and put under that outside of the right thigh so that we can relax into the twist. Keep the feet flexed. So we still want a little bit of integrity in the legs. We don't want them to check out of the pose. We want a little bit of stretch in the arches and in the calves. So the feet stay flexed. The chest totally open towards the ceiling. Keep that left shoulder down on the mat so you can pick up that upper back a little bit to keep that left shoulder down. Both palms are up. Big breaths into the low belly. Try to relax into the twist. Take a little scan of the body. Where are you holding on? Where are you tightening up? Where are you tensing up? Is there anywhere you can relax, let go a little bit more? The neck is comfortable, so you can look straight up or you can look over either shoulder. I usually just keep my head looking straight up, but whatever feels best to your neck, shoulders, head, jaw, it's all connected. Nice and slow, we're going to inhale the knees to center. Kind of readjust hips and shoulders. And then exhale, let both knees fall over to the left. So let them go all the way over so that that outer left thigh rests on the floor. If it doesn't rest there, then take a cushion, a block, a pillow, and put under that outer left thigh. We want the right shoulder down on the mat. So you might need to adjust that upper back so you can get the right shoulder down. We want the whole chest, the whole heart shining up towards the ceiling. Arms at your side, palms up. Big breaths into the low belly. Neck is comfortable. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly relaxes. So now scanning this side might feel a little different than the other side. Is there a different place now? You're holding some tension, some tightness. Try to breathe into it. Try to soften those muscles. Try to relax that area or areas. Eyes relaxed, jaw relaxed. Let's inhale nice and slow. We're going to bring those knees back up. Hug the knees into the chest. We'll roll side to side. So the weight of our body kind of rolling out the back body. Bring the knees to center, hands on the knees. Keep the knees together. We're going to circle both knees in the same direction. Nice and slow. A little circular pressure point massage. For the low back. Take those circles in the opposite direction. Bring the knees to center. Use your abdominals. Don't let the back arch. We're going to bring feet down to the floor. They can come down one at a time. And then set up for your final relaxation. You can stretch the legs out. You can keep the knees bent. Arms at your side, palms up. Get the upper body comfortable, lower body comfortable. Make sure there's length in the back of the neck, and we don't want the chin to lift up towards the ceiling. Tune into the breath. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. Letting the whole body relax. Bringing the awareness to the heart center. And if you like, imagining a beautiful green light in the heart center. Bringing love, happiness, joy, compassion to yourself. And then let that love, happiness, joy, compassion radiate out to others. Eyes relax, jaw relax, shoulders relax. The whole back is relaxed, upper back, mid back, low back. Hips relax. Arms and legs relax. Taking a nice, slow, deep inhale and a nice, full, complete exhale. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. So signaling to our body, we're going to come out of our final relaxation. Let's bend the knees, feet on the floor. Going to roll over onto your side. Make a little pillow for your head. Take a couple breaths here on your side. And then use the strong arms. Come up nice and slow all the way up to sitting. So sit comfortably for the legs. You can be cross-legged, kneeling, legs stretched out in front of you. I like to sit on a yoga block. Tailbone scoots back slightly, heart lifts slightly. Scoop that belly in and up a little bit. Let the shoulders relax down. Good. We're going to take a mudra with the hands to end the class. So the tips of the thumbs, tips of the index fingers come together. The thumb representing the universe, index finger representing us. So it's symbolic that we are one with the universe. We are one with all. All is one. Let's bring the hands down, the backs of the hands down to the legs, to the thighs, to the knees. The heart lifts, the shoulders slide down the back. Bring the awareness to the palms. Just a couple breaths. We'll let go of that mudra. Bring the palms together, thumbs at the heart. So this heart center, our center of feeling. Breathe into the heart center. Let the heart soften. Let the heart open. Showing yourself love, compassion, joy. Let happiness come to you in whatever form it comes. And then let that happiness, that joy, that compassion, that love, let it spread out to others. So as our reading said at the beginning of class, we increase our love when we share it with others, when we expand it, when we simply share a smile with a stranger or with a loved one. So bring the awareness to the heart. Let your heart smile. Let your heart feel light. Whenever it starts to feel weighed down, you can come back to this practice. You can just do simple movements, stretches to just open the heart, open the chest, instead of closing off the heart, closing off, rounding the shoulders. Anytime the heart feels heavy, lift the heart, stretch the arms. Any kind of little movement to bring your awareness back to your heart center and opening, softening that heart. And this ends our class. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with someone. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button and you'll know when I post new videos. I try to post a new video every Monday. So let me know if there's something that you'd like a video on, a body part you'd like to work on. So reach out, leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever it holds for you. See you next time. Bye.